Good to see everyone. And this week, we're going to have a slightly special meditation and presentation. We're going to get out of our book this week that we usually use. Of course, we deviate from time to time in honor of Valentine's Day, and we're going to talk about love. The first thing I want to do is just open up the floor and let everyone in here tell me a little bit about what are your ideas and concepts of love. Just short, kind of short, brief. Anybody?
Living with enemy.
All right, that's a good one. It takes some serious love to live with your enemy. Am I your enemy, baby? No.
Kidding.
I know. Anyone else have just a short concept or idea of love?
Maybe not be so hard on yourself because we forget to love ourselves. We're so worried about loving everybody else.
That's true. Anyone else? Rob?
Equanimity, you start to just feel that presence and everything becomes a mirror. And the more open you become to yourself, the more it just becomes that reflection.
Love is from the heart.
Awesome. Anyone else?
Can.
So, these are all wonderful ideas of love, and they help guide us and give us some understanding of love. And every, pretty much all our world religions and a lot of philosophies have some ideas on love. And they're usually pretty core or central to the practice and the teachings of almost any world religion. I think we could all agree on that. And then sometimes the opposite of that is the polar opposite is the focus on the sin, the hate, the fear, the opposites of those things. But since a lot of us are interested or practitioners in Zen, like we always talk about, concepts and ideas are wonderful. But we really like experience. We like the actual experience and essence of it. So I think a long time ago we talked about how Chongan Sanim would pick up the water bottle and read it. Oh, wonderful, Zephyr Hills water. It's great. It tastes wonderful, fresh and clean, straight from the source. But the best thing is to drink it, right? So let's practice a little bit with chocolate here. Everybody pick up a piece of chocolate. And whatever you want to say it with a kiss. Hershey chocolate, milk chocolate kisses. Can anyone describe what chocolate tastes like to me?
Do you?
Yeah, sure.
What it tastes like?
If I've never had chocolate.
Well, I couldn't tell you because you have to experience it. 'Cause it's so
Okay.
wonderful.
Give her extra one.
Bonus!
The correct answer.
Makes the back of your tongue and your whole mouth sing.
I like that description. So everyone, if you don't have a problem eating chocolate, obviously, everyone, let's just experience chocolate directly. That's true Zen, true practice. Once again, the experience is usually much better than the talking about it, huh?
I actually got chills.
Wonderful. And remember all those concepts we talk about love? I want everyone to experience that right now. So I want everyone to give themselves first a big smile and a hug, a real hug to yourself. Not just talking about it. Maybe even feels a little cheesy at first. But really give yourself a hug. Forgive yourself for being too hard on yourself, whipping yourself. A lot of times we're our own worst enemies. And the last part of our special meditation, at least, is I want you to give someone else a hug. Okay? If you feel comfortable doing it. If not, give yourself a hug again. It's a good love. Good happiness. Oh, I didn't even give my own wife a hug. Oh my goodness. Love you, baby. That's true Zen. Zen isn't always cold and quiet and boring. That's the real practice too. All the philosophy in the world's great, but the real experience is where it's at. That's for sure.
So we're not gonna read the ingredient on the back.
Oh, we can read the ingredients. Milk, chocolate, sugar, milk, chocolate, cocoa butter, lactose, milk fat. I hope no one has lactose intolerance. Soy, lettuce, and vanilla, artificial flavors. PGPR, whatever that is, an emulsifier. And call your doctor if you think this is a wonderful drug for you. So I just wanted to just give a little short talk on love from the Buddhist perspective, or the Zen perspective. Like I was saying, a lot of the world's religions, rightfully so, focus on love, and it's a beautiful, wonderful thing. And Buddhism also has its concept of love. There's only a slight difference, and it's only a little bit slightly, if you have to rank it, maybe higher. I don't quite like using that word, but the idea is compassion. Because in Buddhist ideas, compassion is the sum or combination of love plus wisdom. We all remember the concepts we talked about love, the ideas we all have of love. Those are wonderful, and many times they're great. But sometimes, if we love something too much, we can imprison it. We can put too many, a box around it.
Attachment.
Attachments. Sometimes it's not even healthy love, it's a selfish love. I think when we look a lot of times at our own motivations, it's like, well, what did they do to love me? What have they done for me lately? It's what, if they perform certain actions or act certain ways, then we can give our love. The closest thing, I love the story of, the brief story of, if you feed a man a fish, you feed him for a day. And if you teach him how to fish, you feed him forever or his life. That's maybe the easiest way to describe the Buddhist concept of love and compassion. I'm oversimplifying it, of course, but it's a wonderful thing to give someone a fish, to help feed them right then and there in the moment. But sometimes the wise thing to do is actually teach the person how to fish, and then they can feed themselves. So they don't have, so in other words, instead of just treating the symptom, hopefully we can give them a cure. It's not always possible, but I think you see the difference. The image in Buddhism of compassion is a bodhisattva, or a saint of love and compassion, called Kwanum or Avalokiteshvara, if you have ever heard anything of Buddhism. Even if you haven't, if you've ever seen a statue with 1,000 arms and hands, this idea is that this bodhisattva or saint of love and compassion has 1,000 arms and hands to help send compassionate love. But if you've ever looked closely, inside of each one of the hands is an eye, and the eye represents wisdom. So that along with that love, there's some wisdom, because sometimes you may want to help, sometimes you may not, or sometimes you may say certain things and other times not.